Welcome to Council Conversations, where we not only get to meet those who make up the Council of the Gospel Coalition Africa, but we get to zoom into them as people to see what God is doing through them with the gospel for His kingdom in their respective countries. In this first episode, we had the honor of sitting down with Edwin Zulu from Zambia and Abel Sauti-Phiri from Malawi to hear about the unique challenges the gospel is facing in these respective countries.
Zambia at this stage faces a number of challenges related to the way most African countries are run, and one of them is the issues of corruption, which really affects the way other things operate. And because of that, you find that people have to maybe pay for something to get a service, and that has a down effect on the church. The other challenges is still that there's still much adherence to the tradition cultures which inform most people, and syncretism is a common feature in most Christians. They will come to church, but they will be also committed to other things. And of course, today we are struggling with also other issues of prosperity gospel is a challenge, because people are being taught of easy solution to their problem. You need just to pray and everything will come. And that has created a dependence syndrome, that people depend to a prophet who might bless them, and they cannot work on their own. And we still struggle to try and come up with a pure gospel that will cement people and challenge them in their lives. The church in Africa, just like in Zambia, is growing, but we still need to come up with a solid gospel, because you have people that keep trotting from one church to another. There is little grounding in the word, and that's a challenge that people have. And today, with many gadgets, is that people don't necessarily read the Bible on their own. They just get it from what the apps are saying, and then there's little personal growth. So we need more of mentoring, discipleship, and those are the challenges that the church is actually facing in my country.
Yeah, Malawi too, we have lots of challenges. Just like in other African nation, corruption, poor governance is the order of the day, and you find churches are involved in corruption. In fact, it breaks one's heart, because it is said, according to Christian researchers, that Christianity in our country is 85%. But when you look at the what's going on in the nation, you wonder. So it's just Christianity on lips, but in practice, the situation is really bad, and many people are religious. And we say they are more or less like 1 mile wide in terms of their profession, but half an inch deep in terms of their commitment and living out what they profess to be. So the major problem is that we have less teaching gospel churches. Most of the people who are leading churches are very poor in theology, and as a result, you find that the kind of Christianity is below the expected standard. And that's why I, for one, I have great desire to impart into other Christian leaders the little that the Lord has taught me. That's my passion, and by the grace of God, that's what I'm doing.
Definitely, there are a lot of challenges facing the gospel in Africa today. But we can certainly be hopeful to know that God has blessed us with countless men and women throughout this continent who are fighting the good fight. And these two soldiers are testament of that. So as we tune into more council conversations, let's also be on our knees praying for this great continent of Africa, that the gospel of Jesus Christ may shine for the glory of God. Grace and peace.